Hi, it's Rachel Romano here to talk a little bit about how we can stay healthy and comfortable in our own bodies when we work from an office or desk position. So when we are sitting, our body is facing forward. We're typing at a computer or on the phone, and even if we get up and we walk, the motions that we are doing are forward-facing motions. What this does is it means our spine is usually 90% of the time, or sometimes more, moving in one direction when it's really supposed to be moving in all 6 directions. So this is those forward motions, right, that we're used to: sitting, bending, walking. And here are some examples of the other motions. So we're supposed to also go back. We're also supposed to be able to go from side to side and twist. So those are the 6 directions: twisting from side to side, moving, bending from side to side, sideways, and moving forward and back. So in this video, we aren't going to do any forward motions because chances are your body is already really used to those. We're going to focus on the other ones. So in order to be comfortable, most back problems, just so you know, are caused by the pelvic rotations that come from these forward motions and the repetitive motions that we do all day long. So what we want to do is we want to mix that up a little bit. So the first thing we can do this sitting or standing. I'm going to show you sitting, but you can feel free to do it standing. Is we are going to open up the shoulders, because a lot of times we are forward like this, and this causes all kinds of problems on the neck and the spine. So we want to open up those shoulders. One very easy way to do this is to squeeze your shoulder blades back together, sitting up nice and straight. So we want to feel as if our string is pulling our tops of our heads up to the sky, and we want to feel really rooted in the tailbone in our seated position, or just nice and straight spine if we're standing, right? So we want to open up those shoulders, the front of the shoulders, these pecs, which are usually super tight in all of us. And remember, if it hurts at any time, please back off, modify, and do it in a way that's going to be comfortable for you. Okay, so whatever that looks like. So here's one example. So what I'm doing right now is I'm really squeezing my shoulders together, shoulder blades together, and I'm feeling a beautiful stretch here in my triceps, in the back of the body. So it's a stretch, but it's also strengthening, because what happens is, and I'm going to keep talking, hopefully you're doing this with me. What happens is, when we are constantly in forward-facing motion, whether it's sitting or walking or standing, we are strengthening the front of the body. All the muscles in the front of your body are super strong, but the back of your body is overstretched and probably feels tight because it's overstretched. So we want to strengthen the muscles in the back of the body and stretch the muscles in the front of the body. And we want to breathe. So don't hold your breath. And remember, don't go to the point where it feels painful. You want to feel nice. You want to feel strong. We want to strengthen those muscles in the back of the body, but we don't want to feel pain. And then gently come out of it and go ahead and shake. And we can lift the shoulders up and relax them down, get rid of some of the tension, lift the shoulders up. Chances are you've already lifted your shoulders up many times today without even knowing it. And exhale, relax them down. Again, lift them up. And exhale, let them relax down. When we do shoulder rolls, we only want to go in the backward direction. And that is because exactly what I just said, so many of the time we are forward moving, our shoulders are hunched forward. This is an issue. So we want to do everything we can to move those shoulders back, to open up, to stretch the front of the body and strengthen the back of the shoulders, the back of the body. All right, so that's the first one. Very easy. That's the first of 5 simple steps that I'm going to show you today. So the second is we're going to talk about stretching the quads. We can do this standing or with a chair. If you have something that you can hold on to, you can always just bend your leg here and feel that nice stretch in the quad, right? So your quads are probably super tight You can hold on to your desk, but as long as you're pushing forward here with your pelvis, and it's never a bad idea to squeeze those glutes, okay? That's your core. You want to keep your strength there. And feel that nice opening here in the hip flexors and the quad. I normally have something to balance on here. So you can do that with the chair, making sure you're keeping your balance. You can also, if you have balance, lift one arm overhead and really feel that beautiful quad stretch. Now, you can do this if you have good balance. Hold on to something if you don't have balance. And do that for 60 seconds per side. Okay, so those are some real easy quad stretches. Again, you can hold on to something while you are, so I'll bring my chair over here, while you're doing the resting that leg on the seat and pressing forward with those hips, opening the quad here. Or you can hold on to something while you're standing. Or if you want to open that front body, stretch the front body a little bit more, you can do a slight back bend with that. So many variations, but what we want to do is really focus on stretching those quads. The third of the 5 stretches that I'm going to show you to be comfortable in your body when you have a desk job is stretching the psoas. So this we like to call the Captain Morgan's pose, right? So if you've ever seen the image of Captain Morgan, foot on the chair, and again, bring those shoulder blades together and press forward with the hips. Okay, so am I feeling the stretch in this front leg? No, I'm feeling the stretch in my standing leg. My hip flexors here in the hip that have been crunched from all the sitting pose, from this exact pose, are now being beautifully stretched in a nice balanced way. You can hold on to a desk or something if you have it near you. You can also feel free to put your own variation on that. Open the arms, stretch those shoulder blades together again, bring them together, strengthening. You can lift the arms up if you like, opening the front of the body even more here, whatever's comfortable for you. And remember, 60 seconds per side, never holding the breath. So here it is on the other side. And what you are seeing here is this nice stretch. See, I'm pressing forward with my hip flexors. We don't want to lock that standing knee. Okay, we want to keep that soft. You should be feeling a nice stretch in that hip flexor here. Okay, so again, you can bring your shoulder blades together here. You can stand with hands on hips, head nice and straight, chin tucked in, not looking down or up, just straight ahead. Or you can lift your arms up. And this should feel really, really wonderful. It should be a wonderful stretch in the front body. It should help you strengthen those muscles in the back. All right, and shake it out. So just notice how that feels in your hip flexors now. All right, so that was 3. So quick, so easy, right? Anyone can do this from home or in the office. So this one is a little bit of that twist that I showed you. Remember, so we've done some of the backward motions, right? Strengthening the back. This one is going to be a little bit of a twist. So a lot of times we will cross our legs during the day, and I know you might have heard not to cross your legs, but when we do it intentionally, we can actually open up the outer hip here, okay? So this might be enough of a stretch for you. If you want to cross one leg over the other, sit up nice and tall, and just feel how that feels in that outer hip. It should relieve some of the pressure there. It should feel real nice. Okay, another variation, if you want to cross ankle over knee, that should also feel like a really great hip opener when you're doing it consciously. I'm not talking about slacking off, slouching forward here. We are doing this consciously. We're sitting up straight, and you should feel a beautiful stretch here, right? And breathe into that area where you are feeling the stretch. So whatever pose you're doing, you want to hold it for a minute. I'm going to give you another variation on this one, and that is if you have your knee crossed over the other knee, and it's comfortable for you and you don't have any problems, you can do a spinal twist. And look over that shoulder and breathe. So what we're doing here is we're really using that spine in all of the directions it's supposed to go in a nice and gentle way. Remember, do not do this if it hurts. If you feel pinching, if you feel tingling in any of the exercises that I'm showing you now, please back off. This is not a no pain, no gain situation. The only time where that phrase really applies is in weightlifting, when we're trying to tear our muscles down and build new muscle fibers. But in every other situation in life, that's actually not where we want to go. Okay, so this is just showing you that spinal twist on the other side, nice and gentle. Breathing into the spine, relaxing those shoulders down, keeping the head in line with the spine, not looking down. So 1 minute per side of spinal twist. Another variation on that is you can do it on the floor. So I'm going to show you that one real quick. If you don't want to do that from a seated position, you can do it laying down. So I'm just going to show you one side where both knees come over to the side. And you can put your arms out in a T position. I don't have enough room here to show you, but this is a beautiful, gentle twist. 1 minute, just breathing deeply here. Should feel really, really nice. All right, and you can get up gently by rolling to the side and assisting yourself as you come back up. So that was the 4th stretch. The 5th stretch is also very, very simple. And if you've done yoga before, you have done this pose, but you may not have done it like this. This is mountain pose, but it's done in a way where we are actually not just relaxing here in mountain pose, but we are really using the strength of our back body. So I'm engaging my glutes, I'm squeezing my glutes. My feet are about hip width apart, squeezing the glutes, not locking my knees. And I'm squeezing those shoulder blades together, opening up the fingers now. Remember, we spent a lot of time grasping with our fingers in a forward motion, so this should be a really nice stretch on your forearms here. And just 1 minute of breathing here, shoulders down, spine is nice and straight. And if you're doing it properly, you're not going to get bored, because you have to think, am I squeezing my glutes? Am I squeezing my shoulder blades together? Are my fingers flexed and pointing back? Am I feeling a nice stretch? Is my chin tucked in, neither looking down nor up, and my spine nice and straight? Up. By the time you do that, it's time to squeeze those glutes again. So 1 minute of beautiful breathing, consciously stretching that front body and strengthening the back body. Those are the 5 exercises. If you do them 1 minute each, 3 times a day, I guarantee you're going to start feeling results. Your body will feel better. It really doesn't take much to counterbalance the hours and hours and hours that we spend sitting each day at a desk. But remember, try to get up if you're sitting at a desk every 30 minutes or so. Stay well, and thank you so much for watching. Drop me a line if you have any questions. It's Rachel Romano with Breath of Wellbeing. Thank you.